Kirby! The perfect pink puffball who's been immortalized through games, a TV show, merchandise, concerts, light novels, fan media, memes, and so much more. I mean, look at this guy, who couldn't resist this fellow? Probably that. From the dude's debut back in 800 BC, or 1992 for some other people, Kirby has been a staple in the gaming industry for, having an easy difficulty, and being really simplistic, and, not having color. Yeah, Kirby got his real start in Kirby's Adventure the following year, which may or may not be the best NES game of all time, Donami. Ever since, Kirby's been popular. Kirby's been in pop culture. You see the character's silhouette and you don't need to think who that is. You already know it's Theodore Roosevelt. In all seriousness, this entire section has been a bit of an intro to a larger video, which is more so talking about Kirby's impact in gaming, and more specifically, how Kirby achieved gaming perfection. Let's run it back real quick. The year is 2015. Tragedy strikes. Undertale gets released. Undertale was a huge success. A huge success. One of the biggest indie games of all time. Maybe the biggest. A lot of people considered it their favorite indie game too. Maybe even their favorite game. A lot of people said it was the best game ever. Nah, not really. And then a lot of people said that it was the perfect game. That's where we arrive at the problem. Is there such thing as a perfect game? Some people believe a perfect game would be very niche and sets out exactly what it wants to do, like Bush-Out Roulette. Some people believe a perfect game is very detailed and very fine-tuned, kind of like Hollow Knight. Some people believe a perfect game is a game that you can just turn your brain off and spend a lot of fun time with your friends, like Lethal Company. I think it's Garfield Kart. Whatever your choice is, they're not perfect games. They have flaws, they have oversights. Never can a game ever be just perfect. I mean, Kirby is. Just bear with me a little. Do you remember the past minute of yapping that I just did and that you just heard? Well, yeah, fuck all of that. Kirby is perfect. There, I said it. Kirby is the pinnacle of everything that humanity has worked for and ever will work for. God has a face and it's the golden Kirby mask. I'm not being satire about this. Kirby is fucking perfect. And I'm willing to die on this hill. Legitimately, I am. Kirby's got it all. Silly little goober moments, absolute anime finale moments. Humor, heartache, the fucking 5 stages of grief. Guns. Racing games, fighting games, rhythm games, fucking pinball. And then the games are actually fucking good. Tell me, have you ever heard of a Kirby's Toy Box? Does that sound good to you? I mean, it's not taxes. What the fuck is a Kirby's Triple Deluxe? One of the best-selling games in the franchise! If there is a flaw in Kirby, it doesn't matter because there's 17 other Kirbys that are perfect in every other way. And the problem is that whenever Kirby has a flaw, whenever there's a mainline Kirby game that actually has a legitimate problem, they never repeat it twice. It's not like the next mainline Kirby game has that exact same problem. That's never happened. They remade Kirby's Adventure like 3 times until it was actually perfect. It only took them like 2 times to fully get Superstar Return to Dreamland. We don't talk about epic yarn. The music is also always like amazing. Usually games that are really good might stumble with the music, but like not here. What you're hearing right now is one of the best tracks of the Wii game. And the story. Okay, I know everyone's always like bitching around about how Kirby's always fighting eldritch gods and stuff, but that isn't even the last of it. Why is Kirby lore so complicated? And then you have abilities, which give you like 30 different ways to play the game. No, I'm done. I'm not doing this shit anymore. Kirby has actually done a lot for gaming that I don't think he gets enough credit for. I would argue since the original Kirby's Dream Land, really. He's done a lot, and I just wish that he got more credit for that. For one, Kirby was a really big pioneer of accessibility settings in games. You would usually just have the difficulty that the game offered, and if you needed any less, well, fuck you. Kirby, on the other hand, offered copy abilities, a way for the game to reward players for being good by giving you more hard and more skillful ways to play the game. And if any section was really that hard, there's flying, and a platformer. I also bet that Kirby Superstar inspired some sub-game collection type of games to be made with that exact style. I know that Kirby lore is more of a meme than anything, but I generally do think that a lot of its more horror, eldritch, abomination-centric bosses have been inspiration for a lot of other cutesy or more family-friendly games to get dark with their finales, or just with their stories in general. And I think all of this has been majorly ignored when people talk about games that have had an impact on the rest of gaming as a whole. Kirby needs more credit because it's definitely done things. I guess all I'm saying with this segment is, put some respect on Kirby's name. Because you know he'd do the same for you, right? Okay, yeah, that was a lot of Kirby to do, and a lot of Kirby to say, and a lot of Kirby to edit, but you still here? Good. Because I'm going to do just a little bit more. Kirby! The perfect pink puffball who's been immortalized by an AR card and nothing else. Ever since Kirby's beginning back in 1992, and all the way to current time, 2024, 32 years of Kirby, there's been a lot of chances for perfection. And I'm happy to say that Kirby has capitalized on basically all of them. Kirby has always been one of the most reliable and one of the best comfort characters in general. And I think it's very telling that no matter the game, no matter the size, no matter the genre, if it has Kirby in it, it's gonna make you happy. One of Kirby's biggest strengths is being a cute little comfort character that can make people feel good no matter the scenario. And no matter the quality of the game, it could be one of the worst games ever made, but if it's not making you happy, it's not a Kirby game. The gameplay is fun, the story is horrific, but in a good way. The music is stunning, the visuals are gorgeous. Really, what does Kirby not have? It's not a grand open world game with an insane scale, or a game that's replayable with over 200 hours of time, or a game that is a cult classic that everyone remembers, but Kirby represents joy. Kirby brings joy. And joy is perfect. So let's finish this off with one thesis statement. Hey everyone, it's Badluck Boy here, and Kirby is perfect because... because... My notes only say to mention pinball. Can I say gooby goodbye yet?